चिड़चिड़ापन नहीं होना चाहिए, सबके साथ एक जैसा व्यवहार होना चाहिए।
रोड तक एनक्रोचमेंट कर दिया है, वहीं जगह पर ये सब बहुत तकलीफें हो रही है।
तो જે ક્લીનલીનેસ આવે છે, બાકી તો બરોડામાં દરેક જગ્યાએ બધું છોડી દે છે, ખાડા ટેકરા હોય છે, સો યુ ડોન્ટ ફીલ લાઈક અ સ્માર્ટ સિટી.
Footpaths, veins of the city. Footpaths, the most essential part of a city. Footpaths are a pathway for pedestrians to walk on. They are a way to know the city's history, its growth, and the residents' daily lives. The main purpose of providing footpaths is to provide a safe space for the citizens to walk on, be it a normal hustle of the day or just a walk along the road. Footpaths are crucial. They are also known as sidewalks. They're made with concrete, paver blocks, bricks, etc., and are used by all the citizens. They are not just a facility, but a legal right of the citizens. So, we asked various people about their views on the state of footpaths in Vadodara, starting with Amir Rawat, opposition leader in Vadodara Municipal Corporation.
See, basically, in any city, footpaths are a very necessary part of infrastructure. On one side, we are promoting healthier practices where walking is one of that. And secondly, even to reduce traffic load and pollution and all, if there are good walkways, people would prefer to walk for shorter distance rather than using any public transport.
Yes.
But the quality of footpath is such that people are forced to walk on streets which are very risky. And secondly, there are a lot of stray animals too. That is also making people, inhibiting people from going and walking on road by foot. So I think these are major issues which needs to be basically addressed by the municipal corporation. And it is high time they do that. On one side they are talking about smart city, another side they don't have a footpath. And even at places where they have footpath, they are broken. There are obstructions on the footpath, so people have to actually go down on road and then again climb footpaths. At many places there are obstructions. Footpaths are not complete throughout the lane, so in between they will have to go on streets. So parents also feel it is risky. Even if the school is adjoining, they have to go and drop their wards to school. Otherwise, children can easily go by foot to school if the footpaths are nice and they are risk free. And as a matter of fact, if they have good footpaths, they should have good pedestrian crossings also, which they have in other cities, other countries, but in India they don't have that.
There are many footpaths in Vadodara that are not in a good state and are very inconvenient. Let's hear what the citizens of Vadodara have to say about this.
बहुत नैरो ये फुटपाथ होती है, उस पर पार्किंग या तो कुछ ऐसा पड़ा रहता है, ऑलवेज हम कहीं भी जाओ तो ऐसा है, इसलिए पब्लिक को रोड पे चलना पड़ता है। जहाँ जहाँ रोड है वहाँ से फ्लो जहाँ से है वहाँ अगर वो चलते हैं तो उन लोगों को डर रहता है कि ये पीछे से आकर कोई एक्सीडेंट ना हो जाए। तो उन लोगों को चलना है तो राइट साइड पे चलो, ये सब है, अपने भी लॉ में है। लेकिन जहाँ जहाँ हम जाते हैं वहाँ फुटपाथ पे कहीं ना कहीं आप देखते हैं कि कोई ना कोई कुछ है, यानी एनक्रोचमेंट है, ऐसा है।
So many where I see it is just footpath ની જગ્યાએ ઓલો ખાડા ખોદીને then BMC just leave that thing like that, and this is a very horrible thing.
Footpaths in areas such as Akota, VMC, Natubhai Circle and many more are not in a good condition, and they are not at all built according to standards. Somewhere even a parking sign is marked on the footpath. On the other hand, these footpaths at Kamati Bagh are well built and in proper conditions. They follow the standards and are wide enough. So, what are the standards? According to an article in Deccan Herald, Bangalore edition dated 3rd April 2021, footpaths in residential areas require a minimum clearance width of 1.8 meters. For those in commercial areas, the clearance should be at least 2.5 meters. They should have flat walking surfaces, allowing for proper drainage and preventing puddles from forming. Guide tiles should be laid along the length of the footpath to assist persons with vision impairments. Bollards should be installed to prevent vehicles from parking on the footpath, leaving a clear width of at least 1.2 meters. It also have facilities for people who are physically disabled and are in wheelchairs.
This is a clip.
We have been talking about barrier-free access since last 25-30 years.
Exactly.
But even in government premises, we don't have barrier-free access. Forget about footpaths. Actually, a person on wheelchair should easily maneuver through the footpaths, go to adjoining stores and access gardens and everything on his or her wheelchair, which is not happening. And this is, I think, it's a distant dream if one thinks of that in Vadodara in particular, or as a matter of fact in India, because the way footpaths are being constructed here, none of the standards are being maintained. And at some places you will see footpaths which are at level of roads, at some places you will see them uneven, at some places you would see that few blocks are broken on the footpath. So I don't think they qualify as footpath actually.
Yeah.
Basically it's an obstruction which they cannot move out. You are restricting them to their houses, or you need someone's help to, you are making them handicapped rather.
Are the citizens of Vadodara aware enough that they go and complain about the conditions of footpaths? Have there been any complaints registered?
Encroachment on footpath, बहुत सारी complaints आती है to get empty, remove vendors from that, remove encroachment for footpath. But then making it as a right and considering it as a own right for way, I don't think anyone has approached me yet.
We also asked the citizens if people are aware enough to register their complaints if they have any.
कंप्लेन करेंगे
लोग कंप्लेन करेंगे तो वीएमसी सुनेगा कि नहीं, वो एक बड़ी बात है ना. व्हेन दे वांट टू डू दे विल डू इट. सो कंप्लेन करे पण एक काउल पण જોઈએ ને. तो पीपल ने पॉजिटिव ત્યારે જ મળે जब वो उनको कंप्लेन या तो वो नज़र में आता रिजल्ट. सी यहाँ वॉकिंग के लिए अभी थोड़े चाय नाश्ता वाला सबको यहाँ ही चाहिए कमाटी बाग में, तो इधर अलाउड नहीं है. पीपल आर जस्ट गोइंग बैक. कितना सबने कंप्लेन किया है कि एटलीस्ट 2-3 जन को तो अलाउ करो. दे आर नॉट डूइंग.
Due to the footpaths not being in a good condition, people are compelled to walk on roads, which increases vulnerability to road accidents. An article of Gujarat Samachar dated 25th August 2023 stated that there were approximately 235 deaths due to road accidents. The main reason is that citizens do not have proper walking spaces. So, who is responsible for all these deaths?
Corporation. Directly the ruling party and corporation are responsible for this 230 deaths.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, 230 deaths.
35 actually. But yes.
235. Now even after this article, maybe 2-3 more.
While making the budget, how much amount is decided? And how much is spent on the construction and maintenance of footpaths?
So then 4 to 5 crores on paver blocks in one zone. That is around 25 crores across the city. This will include footpaths as well as common plots and everything. First thing is paver blocks in common plots and other open spaces is actually very harmful for environment. Groundwater is not penetrating in ground and all. And nobody wants to now keep green spaces as green. Instead they want a paved surface so that it looks clean. But actually all the common plots should be unpaved. That is my personal belief. Secondly, footpaths across the city, as I told you, they have been demolished and remade and all. So ultimately the cost which has already corporation has incurred in footpaths, I think entire Vadodara would have thick Kota stone, like which would be lifetime. But then again they are also removing those for various purposes like widening of road. Old footpaths are being removed. In many cases people who are actually they encroach upon footpaths, and slowly you see that the quality of footpaths is deteriorating. Even due to construction activities around that, the footpaths are deteriorated.
Yeah,
when they take water connection, drainage connection, then they are not being repaired adequately at right time. Gas lines and everything, where you can see footpaths are being damaged. So in consolidation, if you want figures as to how much it would cost, I think I don't have an exact figure right now, but overall they are spending around 25 CR in this.
Now the question arises, if the government spends around 25 crores, then where is this amount going? Why are the footpaths in Vadodara in such a bad condition?
And as I told you, as per whims of commissioners, they keep on changing it. And the person who's implementing is also those who are in good books of few engineers, and
Right.
These corruptions are happening in a huge way as far as footpaths and paver blocks are concerned.
Nowadays, footpaths are not just used for walking purposes, but also as parking spaces and as hawking zones. Is this because enough parking spaces are not provided to citizens and because hawking zones are not available? The Parking Policy 2019 document found on the VMC's website states that street parking is usually controlled by government agencies and can be divided into restricted and unrestricted parking. The parking policy for Vadodara city outlines two types: restricted or controlled on-street parking and unrestricted or uncontrolled on-street parking. So, Vadodara has implemented a parking policy, but where are the parking spaces? Why do people still park on the footpaths? And what about the hawkers? In the year 2011, on the guidelines of NPUSV 2009, that is National Policy on Urban Street Vendors, VMC drafted the Urban Street Vendor Scheme 2011. This scheme suggested three types of vending zones: no vending zones, restricted vending zones, and restriction-free vending zones, in a ward which were to be decided based on traffic conditions and width of the road. In the year 2016, in the absence of any state-level scheme for street vendors by Gujarat State, VMC drafted the Street Vendors Protection of Livelihood and Regulation of Street Vending Scheme 2016 according to Section 38 of the Street Vendors Act 2014. So the government has on paper provided vending zones, but where is the implementation? In which areas are the hawking zones provided? An article in Times of India dated 9th March 2022 stated that the hawkers and street vendors in front of VMC were removed as they were covering the roads as well as footpaths. Removing them from the footpaths as they cover it up is a good idea. However, not providing them with proper spaces to do their business is not acceptable. We asked for an interview with the Commissioner of Vadodara, for he is the one who implements the decision taken by the municipal corporation and prepares the annual budget. We wrote him an email on 20th September 2023 mentioning our reasons as to why we need his opinion to include in our documentary. He responded on 21st September 2023 requesting for more information. Upon replying to his mail and restating our reasons, we did not receive any further response. In our second attempt to get information from the government, we filed an RTI application on 3rd October 2023 asking questions that were relevant to our research. These are the questions we asked. To which we got their reply on 16th October 2023 in the form of a letter acknowledging that they had received our queries and informed us that the questions were forwarded to other relevant government departments to provide us with answers. To this date, we haven't got any answers. And we probably cannot even hope so. As evident from government's delayed responses, the hope of obtaining the answers we seek appears more like a delusion. We even went to the VMC and waited there for a long time in the hope of getting even a single statement, but the government proved that they were just not interested in the problems of the public. Moreover, during interviews with citizens, several individuals mentioned that they had made numerous complaints to the VMC regarding concerns about footpaths, but none of these grievances were addressed.
As you just saw, we've made numerous efforts to get information from the VMC, but the absence of the response clearly shows that they are not revealing anything. Why is the VMC holding back information that the citizens have the right to know? What are they hiding? As citizens, we need to know the truth behind the conditions of footpaths in Vadodara.